playing around with the FSLABS A320. And we'll the stories we get ready to go places today. So I'm going to get rid of my web browser so I can very well. So we're doing from Paphos up to Edinburgh. So we're going to find ourselves a route. Alternate OBP to Glasgow. This is a trend which is probably massive flight. I'm going to go on a different flight. That is the 3 miles one. Glasgow, that's fine. Then we'll find some more close to Edinburgh to the fantastic creatures. Oh, God, I'll take on the Edinburgh. Alright, let's go. So, go and put on our pressure point on that. So quick, get picked up on the screen. Oh, you've got that. Go back to that. And right, so I'm going to go up again. The chase plate is broken in itself at the moment, and I'm going to try and fix them later. And let's go here. So, let's do initialization first. So we are at Paphos, which is let's /anger I have an idea. I'm going to export my route, which should turn into FSLABS. Can I? Potentially. Let's try. Home errors for pretty much everything. Import anything. There we go. So connect set our automatically. Nice, conveniently. We're going to be Thomas Cook 593. Cost index 5. Cruise flight level is no, option is part level 300. Oh well, but what would we got like 320 because that's what the altitude wants. Is that got a couple of step height. So I'm just going to say 320. I think 300 is pretty low for departure. Now I'm going to sort out actually use your fuel, CG, and then I'm going to go to my marketing menu. Options. Now my summary for the trip is I need 17.9 tons of gas. 17. 960 overall, which makes it good maybe. So I think I've got the forward page and my job check. So go for actually we've got 2 because we're pretty weighted today. We're not going to flex at all. So then she's going to do this. Oh, cool. Well, that here now. Well, we're going to get out of here. So what I'm going to do is we'll write all the trucks down the route, so I'm going to go to part 12. Look at that, that's the part. That's the truck rise. Take us away. So, what we can do is, whilst we're now down here, Passage are going to have love us for this, but pack off, probably valve open. We'll start entry 1 first today. And we'll disable.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Clear that, so I can actually do it. Push down here. Clear that. There we go.
Locking gear.
It's nice. I know I'm not the greatest procedural pilot in the world. I do this more for fun, more for a chat. You know, there's pilots in the real world. You know, if you want procedures, go watch Get Pilot, go watch. Absolutely. So it's going to be no select tail, right?
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will. Set parking brakes.
Ridiculous.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
So good engine start. Isn't it tight? Bad collision. So, what's it going to talk about? Well, rather hilariously, because my NHS just seems very sad trigger, yeah, so I hate dates and that kind of thing. So I've already got a little screen that's all like that, so I've got multiple screens and stuff. So basically,
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
It's summer, you don't want to go out at a good time, you don't stop and have a such stuff. Okay, yeah, thanks for seeing your right. Still fine. Go for the departure.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Right, cool. Rest ISO. Right, upwards. Okay, you're waving. I'm waving. That's the wave goodbye. So, It's done! Aeroplane? Aeroplane? What's going on with you? Am I ice skating right now? Just ice skating. You know, I'm just going to cheat a little and just... Oh, look at that. Interesting. There's some F-16s here. And we're on Air Force Herc. Hello, F-16s. That's it. Oh, look at that. My speed brakes count because they're armed. That right back. So sorry that you haven't heard me for the duration of the takeoff roll there. Strobes can come on, I suppose. And we'll release speed brake, and I'll release passengers from their seats as well. It's pretty, it's pretty smooth. It's not no trouble whatsoever. So well, let's set passengers out, and there we go. So we're now climbing away out of Paphos. I'll see you guys in about 4 hours when we're on approach to Edinburgh. Once again though guys, I'm just going to take the opportunity to stress, you know, if you have a positive test and coach result come back, it doesn't matter that you feel fine. I feel totally fine. Honestly, I'm having a pretty good day, health wise, so, you know, just, you know, don't take the chance, get yourself checked. Or, if you taught self-isolate, do as the doctor says. The doctor knows what the doctor is talking about. Thanks for watching guys, we'll see you in 4 hours. Hey guys, we're back. So I'm going to quickly do my arrival plan. Sorry for blinding you all. I did not expect that. So we are arriving via an AGP-1 Echo. So let's get that in. I am just aware that because I can't be bothered. Deal with it. So I'm going to set my descent to 12k. 20k is fair enough. And I'm going to do flight plan. Arrival. I'm very late on this, so sorry. ILS-24 confirm. Interesting, we don't have an AGP to do. Yeah, we'll just stick no star then, and we'll arrive via Tala. Cool, cool beans, cool beans, cool beans. We are 10 miles till top drop. Insert, cool. Net destination data, I'm about to do that. So next, QNH. Don't care. Just really make a difference. Main thing I'm looking at is VAP of 123 knots. So we're aware of that. I'm also going to set my decision height. Let's do that as well. Sorry about not having go here one. I sit with it off because I say I've been working. So we'll do that for that. Let's just confirm we've initialized ILS data, which we have. So I'm going to take perf on my side, and we'll put the progress on yours. There we go. I've got all the destination data I'm going to give you. So what we're going to do is seatbelt sign is on. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. We've got 20 minutes to landing now. So we thank you like flying with Thomas Cook Airlines. We've flown over a sizable chunk of Europe. We're now roughly over the top of Newcastle, up on time, and we'd started down there in Cyprus. So rather a long trip today. My nav data pooped itself in that area, but that's not a PA because I'm professional. Right, so top of drop, pass, press, puts it into open mode. I'm going to go for 5,000 feet, descend on profile, on speed. I'll leave APU for now, we'll do it on your land. Let's get my stick on my desk, because as you know, I've been working today, so I've literally just had it all out the way whilst I was working, but now I'm back, and yeah, let's rock and roll. It's been quite an interesting day. Like I said, I've been told to self-isolate by NHS test and trace because, yay! That's not crap in the slightest. So, yeah. It's been a pretty interesting experience so far. Like, I've managed to get some food ordered to be delivered tomorrow. And like, so just for context, I intentionally keep a very small amount of food in the house at all times. That's purely because I comfort feed. No, let's do that. That like that. Then that like that. There we go. So yeah, I say I intentionally sort of keep very little in the house to prevent me comfort feeding. And yeah. There's a, let's do a Neum buy. So I love the, I do, you see, so FSLABS, I don't like their external model, but I do like the Thomas Cook livery. I personally prefer the Aerosoft, so, to be totally honest, you know, I play with this because I've got it, but I also own the Aerosoft bus, and I much prefer that for the majority of my flying, because it has a lot of the gimmicky features that this doesn't have, and I know this has got the sexy sort of snow features and stuff, but, yeah, basically, yeah. Right, let's just do a destination. So, winds 240 at 0. Temperature 18. There we go. So all the arrival data I can give it really. Yeah, it's an ILS 24, so to give you an idea, let's go to plan mode. Flight plan. So you can see we basically approach Tala, do a 90 right, descend down, and then we just hook around the ILS and land. So we actually, so it's literally, there's very little in the way of altitude restrictions on that approach. So what I'll do is I'll just scroll this down to 4,000. There you go. So that's basically the idea. We just hook around it and land. But yeah, as I say, it's been a nice flight. It's been pretty chilled because as I say, I was working in the background, so I was paying very little attention to it. But it was nice to sort of glance over every now and again and you know, see. Oh, I wonder what that is going by the window. This is Volanta I use, by the way. For me personally, I don't use the paid version because I just can't justify it. But yeah, you must be doing that weird route where you go up to Tala and down on your way to Belfast. I'm going to do some local flying in this area just for fun later on tonight. Anywho, I'm going to pause and I'll come back when I'm a bit lower. Alright, I decided to come back a little bit sooner, just because I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the MSFS stuff that I've been doing. So lately, I've been doing a lot of MSFS, just, you know, sort of fairly casual stuff really, but I'm hoping to, I've just been looking actually as well. Frugal's just released his first impressions of the DC-6. I do absolutely love that thing. I'm going to give you a bit of ASMR. But yeah, I absolutely love it. It is, you know, I struggled really because I picked up some of the, you know, I've picked up quite a few aircraft from SFS now, and I was expecting this level of depth in some of them, and it is true we've just been spoiled by, you know, to an extent, FSLABS. I don't like supporting FSLABS because of the malware issues, shall we say, but the thing is,
You know, I'm not going to just stop using a product. You know, I can't afford to really. You know, stop using something because I don't like the owners. You know, at this point, it's because I'm pretty deep financially, and it just makes no sense to uninstall it and leave it in the corner. But I've made sure to remove everything, you know, setup wise, and yeah. But yeah. So I'm going to actually get the ILS symbology chip because I'm hoping it's not going to be full auto land. I'll take over at 500 feet like I always do. But oh, look at that, entering the lowlands of Scotland. Wait, have I got? Oh, interesting. That looks suspiciously like default scenery out the window. It's usually much darker green in the Orbex stuff. I can't remember if I've got it installed or not. I know I own it. Ooh, you see, I'm 50-50 now. No, that's default, I think. Yeah, that's default. Oh well, that's a shame. That does look nice in front of us, so the weather's looking good today. I'm just using an Orbex weather theme because I don't have Active Sky. One of those things I should purchase. Right, so I'm just doing the arrival. I'm going to do an auto brakes medium. We'll set that up now, and I'm going to on my speed brakes. There we go. That's us pretty much set up. Yeah, well, for what we can do at the moment at least. Okay, through right-hander. Turn now. You can see the speed's washing off. We're a little bit below altitude, which is good, because the speed's washing off to 210. It's going to be a hard right-hander, which is going to look awesome. So, yeah. Sorry, it's weird. I've had a lot happen to me, but it's difficult to think because I obviously record for, well, 3 channels technically, 2 on a regular basis. It has been a bit of a complex one. You know, figuring out where I stand with stuff, and yeah. Yeah, but I'm hoping to do some 5M tonight, and I may try and record it because I've got a new character, I'm starting off her storyline, and yeah. It's basically, I quite enjoy that character development stuff much more than I used to. You know, I used to be very scene-driven correction in what I did, whereas now I'm much more. Sorry about the noise outside. I say it's one of those things I've got. Well, I had 2 computers running in here and 3 screens, so you can understand it was pretty toasty. But yeah, as I say, you know, I quite enjoy that sort of character development stuff now, where it's just 2 characters hanging out doing character stuff. And yeah, you know, I've got one of my new characters, Zuri Quinn. So, well, I've not uploaded much 5M, but basically my criminal mastermind who did a lot of bad shit, like bank robberies, that kind of stuff, was Venus Quinn. Basically, it was just a development of characters because it's the Quinn family of crime. You know, had Anna Quinn, Venus Quinn, Alexis Quinn, quite a few really. And a lot of them got killed. But Zuri basically is a released mental health patient. So she suffers from psychosis. It's all under control now, you know, it's all medically controlled and stuff, but she is still very, you know, what can be very unstable given circumstances. And what I'm trying to do is sort of roleplay her condition worsening. So at the moment she's reasonably sort of quote-unquote normal. You know, she's still... So basically, it's controlled with medication, but one of the hallucinations you can suffer with psychosis is sort of touch. So like it feels like something's touching you, and she sometimes suffers with those. And I've been trying to sort of get that, and then I'm going to sort of expand upon it, and then when I become a tier 3 civ, one of my first priors is going to be her basically where she just snaps from the stress of everything that's going on around her, and kills a cop, which is going to be quite good fun. Well, I don't want it to kill a cop, but at the same time I want it to cause some damage. You know, it's probably going to be knife wound. Yeah. Actually, I've got some gen in my head right now that I can use, but I might have to just check someone's happy for me to do that before I do it. But yeah, as I was saying, we're descending over the lowlands of Scotland now. So this will be Elgin, I think. No, this Elgin's up there. It's Fife that we're sending over. Yeah, so, oh, Peebles. I'm aware of Peebles. That place name. So we had to use that for training when I started working. I thought it was just a made-up place. Turns out it's real. And I decided to sort of mooch around on Google Maps, because that's what I do. Preston Pans, Longniddry, obviously that's where the main line runs. East Linton has got a, well, I think it's this here, is it? East Fortune, yeah. This is the local air museum. Nobody has visited this airport. Interesting. I wonder then, so what does Edinburgh look like? Who's the top user for Edinburgh? That's cool. Who's the top user for Airshot I want? Horsey Park. Airshot. In which case I'm going to go and drop into Airshot tonight. Cool. Yeah, so you can see when I fly over Bonnyrigg, so East Edinburgh, over Musselburgh, loop around, and well, Edinburgh Airport's actually there. So you can actually see the Royal Yacht, which is in the port area here, as you land here in reality. So obviously flown into Edinburgh IRL. So yeah. So I remember I did it with my sister once, and my dad and my gran drove up and basically picked us up, and then we drove back the scenic route. Because my dad was like, you know, yeah, me and her have been travelling since 4 o'clock in the morning. My dad's like, yeah, we drove up the quick way. We'll go home the nice way. And I'm like, yeah, but we've been up since 4 a.m. Please no. It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So we're up 12 hours. It's not like I want to just go home and go to bed, but it's like I want to go home and be comfortable and not sit in the back of a car. And, you know, my dad has a nice car, but at the same time, why are you more comfortable? Sitting in a nice car or sitting in an armchair with a cold beer? Yes, I'm an alcoholic. But, you know. So let's check. Yeah, these are all at or above restrictions, really. I'm going to throw 3K in, because I think I want to be at 3K, at that at or above 3K. Yeah, it's all at or above, which I don't like. Yeah, we'll see. I think the aircraft knows it needs to be at that altitude. You can see Fife approaching on the nose there. On the left, that's Edinburgh. The stuttering's caused because the airport... Oh, there's the airport. Hi. It's loading. By zooming in on that, it forces it to load faster, so hopefully I'll prioritise the loading of that, shall I say. But it is really cool flying into Edinburgh, IRL. No, I was having a chat with my dad, and sort of discussing which airports I've flown into that he hasn't. And there's a couple, actually. Mine are mainly sort of obscure military bases, just because, obviously, being the Air Cadets, I've had flights within them. But, yeah. So I've got the Lovely Hurts Without You by Buddy Ocean stuck in my head today. That's that'll be Arthur. Oh God, stutters. That's Arthur's seat ahead of us. I may pause the recording whilst this loads. Yeah, I'm going to do that. But yeah. Anyway. So hopefully you guys have had a good day. By the way, if you're wondering, my other channel is Northern Princess. That's more sort of variety gaming. I'll link it. I think it's in my featured channels, but it's more sort of variety gaming, where I do 5M, I do Train Sim, I do some other games. That's mainly sort of sim-based games, if that makes sense. This is Flight Sim, because I find Flight Sim has a decently sort of big enough but unique following. So I'm trying to basically have 2 channels. And I'm not an FPS kind of person, hence I don't play those sorts of games. But yeah, you can see I'm well above glide path and well left of glide path. So it's interesting with ILS. It's a nice breeze. The cone is 120 degrees that you can pick up an ILS signal in. So I always find that quite interesting. Yeah, it's got a var point there. We'll do bonk, no bonk, and then bonk. 1025, so we're at slightly higher pressure. So we're higher than we think. Not good. That's just... It's not asking for air brake yet. We'll not give it air brake just yet. But, yeah. I mean, you can dangle everything in this thing and it slows down pretty nicely. Yeah. There's the... I wonder, is this the east coast of Scotland or the north coast of Scotland? Or is this not a river? See, that's one thing I always found super interesting, is, you know, when you measure a coastline, well, when you measure a coastline, where do you, you know, how far in does the coastline of for example, the fourth of Fife? No. Further fourth. Go, how far does that go in? Like, does it go in as far as, the, you know, the mouth? Does it go in as far as the bridges? Or does it go right down the back? I don't know. You know, down to sort of pretty much all the way to Glasgow. You know. And it's quite an interesting one just from a, I guess, I'm one of those people who finds the sort of the weird facts stuff really interesting. Yeah, I'm just one of those. Sorry. But yeah. Right. Let's do this. So, airport's over behind us now. But yeah, that's the port area there. Like you can see, there's some sort of ship in there. 2 ships. You know what? I do give 2 ships about today. Sorry. I'm bad. Yeah. But it is sort of nice. You know what I'm going to do? Since we're coming up onto glide path, I'm going to go and I'm going to just I'm going to mess everything up. I'm going to press approach mode, which gives us Cat 3 single, which is fine. I'm not doing an auto land. But we've got, yeah, actually not accept that until it's got lock mode, which is fair dues. Fair doozies. Let's go all the way over to ILS, so I'll have the ILS screen on, which shrinks our range down, I think, as well. But we can just do that. Terrain off. We don't need it anymore. I use it for sort of big picture navigational objects. So like, how far off the coast am I? That kind of stuff. But it's pretty flat, as you can see. Not massively so, but you can... Again, for those who played Train Sim with me, I've gone past that station many a time. Oh, that stadium, correction. Many a time. Edinburgh Waverley, will probably be that landmark there. Right, let's go. Eyes in. So, we are now... I'm going to just... Got nav lock mode, cool. I'm going to take manual speed. I'm going to set it at 210 for now. What's our ILS DME to run? 10 miles. Yeah, I'm going to drop a level of flap. And go a low start now, which is good. We're at 3,000. We're going to get a GS star. There we go. So I'm going to hit both those pretty simultaneously. So I'm now going to, when I hit that, I'm going to hit 180 knots. Which, oh well, Sarway will bring the speed back. But we can do it now that we've got sort of the extra flight controls dangling. So you can see 2 whites, 2 reds. We're now descending on glide. I'm actually going to go back as far as 160. And I'll dangle gear and full flap at 5. I think we're just going to idle descent basically. And auto brakes to medium. I don't know why that disarmed itself. 2,500. Radar alive. Ooh, we've got better blustery wind again. Slight tailwind, but it's fine. Yeah, come on, you got this, flare bus. So doing auto brakes medium and max reverse, that means we can get a fast turn off and get into the terminal and basically park quicker. So go flap 2. So that dangles half slat and full flap. Gear down, spoilers armed. So yeah, we've got the... Wait, are our signs not on upstairs? There we go. Got signs, cabin check will need to be completed. We're at 5 miles, 5.5, that's near enough for me, so full gear. 128 knots, remember, is our visual approach speed. Hello, 4th rail bridge. 128 knots. Next step of flap. Okay, full flap. And we're now really bleeding speed because the angle of attack's changed. So we're going to bleed speed nicely. That is crazy wind. I may end up going around out of this because it's not that massive variable. Autopilot. Sorry, EGPWS song. It's incredibly annoying. Checked. Continue approach. Oh no, see, this now looks like Orbeck scenery. Oh no, because it's the airport, it's an Orbeck's airport. See, this is what the scenery should look like, this is what it looks like. Right. Okay, so I'm gonna let the... Oof, we are pretty unstable. Right, I'm gonna give it 10 knots. Give it 5 knots. Emily has control.
500.
Shut up!
400. Above. Minimum.
There we go.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
There we go, we're down. Slightly long. Manual braking. Reverse out. Reverse full. I was hoping to go right this turn off, but that's what it is. Oh god, okay. When struggling to stop. Idle. Reverse idle, please. Thank you. Right. Pedal disconnect. Depress. Yeah, notice the steering's recovered since our takeoff. Okay. I'm just going to vacate at the end. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Edinburgh. Local time is around 20 to 7 in the evening. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for flying with Thomas Cook and hope you had a pleasant holiday. We're going to ask that you remain seated until we reach our stand. And you may now use your mobile phones and other electronic devices. Once again, welcome to Edinburgh. Oh god! You can hear how my voice changes when I'm consciously doing a PA. That lighting looks gorgeous. Yeah, so we'll put a little bit of energy back in. It's right, I'll let just a blip of power. Okay, and flaps up. There we go, flaps up. So flaps up, we'll do our taxi items now. Come on, no, stop veering to one side. Alright, let's quickly look downstairs. So, speed brakes disarmed. On, up, clear. Check our wheels. 150-degree seat. Okay, I'm going to check my controls because that's weird. It shouldn't veer like that. And now I'm just in the PIO. There we go. Yeah, I've got to say, I love Orbex. The fact that Orbex now doing bigger airports, you know, it's good because, especially in Europe, sorry, because I know they had like Melbourne and all that kind of stuff out for ages. I like the fact that they're doing it in Europe because it, you know, for the longest time, if you wanted a UK medium-sized airport, it was UK 2000 or nothing. And it's really forced UK 2000 to get better at their products. You know, I'm not in any way against UK 2000. I think they definitely are, you know, good devs. But it's forced the products to improve, you know, and it's pretty awesome. For some reason, I still don't have air bridges. Cack. So I'm just gonna wang it in on one of the non-air bridge stands, because all of those along there have got air bridges. These ones up here don't, I think. No, they do. I'm gonna just wang it in on one of the walking stands. It's fine. Right, what stand is that? That is stand 105. So what we'll do is we're going to say gate. No, I said gate. And then next. Interesting. Could be east parking. No, so I'm just going to park. Oh, east parking's right the way down there, isn't it? More sort of west parking, if anything. What we'll do then is I'm just going to be mail marshaller today. So I'm going to turn my nose. I'm going to... Yeah, we'll go stand 104. So, down to walking pace really. Align myself with the stand. I'm just using this because I have the actual view to see what's going on now. One thing I don't like is there's a lot of pickup trucks in this area. Like, yeah. Ease it forward and toe brakes. Hold it there. Hold it right there. Toe brake off and park brake set. There we go. Okay, so APU. I forgot to start it because I'm a genius. Right. We'll just gesture that we want the ground power connected. Then we don't even run the APU at all. External control connections. GPU connect, please. Ground chocks in. There we go. And it's a pretty warm day in the UK, so I'll take ground AC2. AC2, please. Thank you. External power connected, so I'll turn that on. Clunk. Engine 2 off. Engine 1 off. Nope. Engine 1 off. There we go. So, and we'll wait for the N1 to get below, so correction, N2 to get below about 30. And then we will knock the engines off. But yeah, you can see outside air temp is 12. It's 12 degrees. We don't really need it, but yeah. There you go. I'll wait for it to be 20% or lower just before I kill the beacons and request deboarding. Sounds good. So seatbelt sign off, beacon light off, strobe light off, taxi light off. Okay, and we'll request deboarding. Welcome to Edinburgh. So guys, thank you so much for watching today. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe to see more from me on a semi-regular basis. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, folks, bye for now.